The night was cold and silent, except for the soft hum of a gas pump at a lonely station off Highway 46. Sarah, a single mother of two, stood by her old minivan, the nozzle trembling slightly in her hand. Her kids were asleep in the backseat, wrapped in blankets, their small breaths fogging the glass. She had just finished a late shift at the diner, exhausted and running on fumes. Both her tank and her spirit were nearly empty. As she tightened the gas cap and prepared to leave, a black SUV screeched into the lot, music blasting, laughter spilling out. 3 men jumped out, loud, drunk, and unsteady. They started catcalling, their words cutting through the night air like knives.
"Hey, sweetheart, what's a pretty mama like you doing out here alone?" one of them sneered, staggering closer.
Sarah's heart pounded. She glanced at her sleeping kids and swallowed hard. "Please, I just want to leave," she said quietly, fumbling for her keys. But they didn't stop. One of the men stepped in front of her van, grinning. "No need to rush, baby. We're just being friendly." His tone dripped with mockery. She tried to back away, but the other two circled her, laughing. Fear gripped her chest. She could feel the situation turning dangerous. Then, from a distance, came the deep, rumbling sound of engines. Not one, but several. The kind that makes the ground vibrate. Sarah froze. The thugs turned their heads toward the road as a group of bikers emerged from the darkness, leather vests, headlamps blazing. The men's laughter died immediately. Within seconds, the bikers surrounded the gas station like a wall of steel and thunder. Their leader, a tall man with a gray beard and calm, piercing eyes, stepped off his Harley. His jacket bore the insignia Iron Faith Brotherhood. He walked up slowly, his boots echoing on the pavement. "You boys got a problem here?" he asked, voice deep and steady. The drunk men shifted uncomfortably. "No, man, just talking," one muttered, trying to sound casual. The biker glanced at Sarah, then at the van. He noticed the 2 small faces pressed against the glass. Her children had woken up, terrified. His expression hardened. He turned back to the thugs. "Looks like she doesn't want to talk. So why don't you get back in your car before I make you?" The SUV engine roared seconds later. The men scrambled inside and sped off without another word. For a long moment, the only sound was the soft ticking of the gas pump. Sarah stood there trembling, tears threatening to fall. The biker took off his helmet and smiled gently. "You okay, Mom?" She nodded, voice shaky. "Yes, thank you. I didn't know what to do." He nodded toward the van. "You got little ones. You don't ever have to face the world alone, all right? There's more good out here than bad. You just ran into the bad first." Sarah smiled weakly, a tear slipping down her cheek. "I was just trying to get home." "Where's home?" he asked. "Maplewood," she said. He looked back at his group. "Boys, let's make sure this lady gets home safe." One by one, the bikers nodded. They rode in formation, 2 in front of her, 2 behind. Sarah drove through the night, headlights cutting through the dark, the sound of engines steady and protective.
When she finally pulled into her driveway, the kids stirred awake. "Mom, who are they?" her little boy asked. She smiled softly. "Just angels in leather, sweetheart." The biker gave a small salute before revving his engine and leading his group back into the night, disappearing as quickly as they had come. Sarah stood on her porch for a long time after they were gone, the night quiet again. For the first time in years, she didn't feel alone.